Hi, welcome to Doc Talk. I'm Dr. Ann Borik, and today I want to talk about the importance of sleep. I don't know about you, but if I don't get a good night's sleep, I can't think straight. My mind is foggy, and it's just an awful feeling. Your muscles and your whole body feels fatigued. So sleep is absolutely important for the entire body, for the health of our body. I want to focus on two important points when it comes to not getting enough sleep. The first has to do with stress. When you don't sleep well and rejuvenate the brain, what happens is that you're at a higher risk of developing depression and anxiety. And over time, the memory just starts to fail. In fact, today we know that there's medical research showing that people that don't get enough sleep, even if it's just one not good sleep night, that it puts you at a high risk for developing dementia or Alzheimer's down the road. And that's very, very important to keep in mind, to do whatever you can do possible to make sure that you get a good, healthy night's sleep. The question is, what is a good, healthy night's sleep? Well, it depends. Everybody's a little bit different, but for the most part, anywhere between 6 and 8 hours on average is important for the human body, the human brain to rejuvenate. It's like pushing the reset button to delete anything that is there in the brain that just kind of is stagnant, to rejuvenate you for the next day. So stress is one reason to make sure that you get a good night's sleep. The other important point is that people who don't get a good night's sleep tend to have an increased incidence of weight gain. And in fact, it's fascinating when you look at the human body. And we know that there are certain chemicals in the body that are released, that are tied completely and directly to the amount of sleep that we get. Two chemicals in particular, one called ghrelin, the other leptin. And when you don't get a good night's sleep, these hormones will be released, go to the brain, and tell the brain that you're still hungry or that your appetite is not suppressed. And what happens is you find that you have an increased appetite and you feel that you're hungry all the time when you don't sleep well. Just think about it in your own life. Whenever there's a period of time, for example, that you may not be getting good sleep or for whatever reason, think about your appetite. One way to really nail this down is to take a picture, for example. Look back from a couple years ago, when maybe you weren't as stressed or whatever stressors in your life that are causing you not to get a good night's sleep. And just look, have you gained weight? I guarantee you that over time, stress in the body, not getting a good night's sleep is going to cause you to gain weight. And so a good night's sleep is so important to keep a healthy body, a healthy brain, a healthy heart, and just maintain overall health within the body. Now in Scripture, it's interesting because Jesus said, stay awake. You recall that? He said, stay awake. Be alert. What did he mean by that? Certainly he didn't mean don't ever sleep. Rather, he's talking about our heart. Keep the ears and the eyes of our heart always open and be ready so that we're connected to him. How do we do that? Pray constantly. Practice prayer. Before you go to sleep, get in the habit of praying, asking God to protect you and your family. Those are the ways that we can keep our alertness, the heart open. Be alert and listen for his voice. It's not really about not sleeping, but rather being alert from the attitude, from the inner heart. That's, I think, what Jesus means. So I invite you to just take an inventory. Think about the things that you can do in your own life on how to make for a better, more comfortable place. The environment is so important with which we sleep.